Today's Friday, August the 23rd, 2019. You're listening to the Geelong Region Soccer News Nightly Bulletin, powered by Community Sports Media Services. Tonight's bulletin is proudly brought to you by Australian Croatian Community Services. Sign up to a 14-week Croatian language class for adults, beginners, commencing in early September. This is what's making news headlines on the Geelong Region football scene. A big weekend ahead of us. Geelong Soccer Club is putting a week of high drama behind it to exclusively focus on capturing 3 valuable points against top-of-the-table St Albans in NPL 2 action tomorrow evening. CORIO knows full well its destiny is in its own hands, and this week the Eagles host lowly Hume United in a must-win game if it's to earn promotion to next season's State League 1. North Geelong President John Didulcia has this week paid homage to the huge contribution that women have made at the Warriors ahead of the club's big Warriors Womens Gala on Saturday night. And Bell Park is looking forward to a derby clash with near neighbours Golden Plains in Bannockburn tomorrow night. We'll hear from the coach of the All Whites, Mike Spasevski, a little later on. But first up, here's a word from this week's main sponsor.
Dobar dan. That means good day in Croatian. Are you planning on travelling to Croatia for your next holiday? Would you like to be able to speak in Croatian? Do you wish to communicate with your family in a more meaningful way, especially with your in-laws? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Australian Croatian Community Services, and we are now offering adult Croatian language courses in Geelong. All our classes are based at the fantastic Leisure Time Centre in North Lane, within easy access of the ring road and with plenty of parking right out front. We are offering complete beginner classes on Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. And for those with basic knowledge of the language, there will be advanced beginner classes every Wednesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Term 4 runs for 14 weeks and commences on Wednesday 4th of September and Thursday 5th of September respectively. For all inquiries, you can contact me, Stephanie, on 4222 8072 or 0498 808 005. Do widzenia. Oh, by the way, that means see you later.
And now for the news. Geelong Soccer Club is putting a week of high drama behind it to exclusively focus on capturing 3 valuable points against top-of-the-table St Albans Saints in NPL 2 action at Stead Park tomorrow evening. The club released an official statement late last night concerning the unsavoury incidents of last weekend, but along with the lines, we want to focus on the football side of things here at the Geelong Region Soccer News. With just 3 games remaining, 7th place Geelong needs to secure 6th spot. Currently held by Brunswick City, which has a 3-point advantage over the Lions as well as a +9 superior goal difference, in order to remain in next season's second-tiered NPL division, along with city rivals North Geelong Warriors. The Lions are likely to go into tomorrow's cutthroat game against the competition leaders St Albans with an unchanged lineup to the one that narrowly defeated Goulburn Valley Suns 1-0 last week. The game at Stead Park kicks off at 5:30 p.m, and we are appealing for everyone in the Geelong football community to come out to Stead Park and show your support for one of our own. Of course, that is if your club isn't involved in a game of its own. Kick-off at Stead Park is set down for 5:30 p.m. tomorrow night. CORIO Soccer Club knows full well its destiny is in its own hands, and this week the Eagles host lowly Hume United in a must-win game if it's to earn promotion to next season's State League 1 competition. According to CORIO coach Ante Didulcia, these are the types of end-of-season scenarios clubs live for, and everyone at Hume Reserve is buzzing with just 4 games left in the season.
Big destiny is in our own hands now. We've got 4 games in 3 weeks. We play 8, 9 and 10. So we're really now coming down to the bottom end of where we need to win all 4 games to make sure that we get promoted. And that's what it's about for us. It has been from the start, and it won't change. It just means that now it becomes all more important and every game's a final.
That was Ante Didulcia, coach of CORIO Soccer Club, speaking to the Geelong Region Soccer News Nightly Bulletin earlier today. North Geelong President John Didulcia has this week paid homage to the huge contribution that women have made at the Warriors ahead of the club's big Warriors Women's Gala tomorrow night. Speaking on the Geelong Region Soccer Show on Tuesday night, Didulcia, who is also the CEO of the Professional Footballers Association, said that Saturday night's event will be an opportunity to acknowledge and recognise the wonderful contribution that women have made over the last 5 decades at the club.
Saturday night, we are hosting our inaugural Warriors Womens Gala, and we'll incorporate that. We had a traditional Miss Croatia announcement year on year, which we've done since 1971. And rather than just restrict the night to announcing the winner of that, we've really decided to open it up and recognise the on-field and off-field contribution of women to our club. So that'll involve presenting the inaugural team that played a game sometime in the mid-80s.
That was yet another Didulcia, in this case John, who is the president of the North Geelong Warriors, speaking on Tuesday night's episode of the Geelong Region Soccer Show on FNR Football Nation Radio. To listen to the full interview, go to our Facebook page and scroll up to the top and click on the replay video of Tuesday night's show. Finally, Bell Park is looking forward to the big State 4 derby clash with near neighbours Golden Plains at the Bannockburn Recreation Precinct tomorrow night. Coach Michael Spasevski is excited about the game, but at the same time, he admits the last few weeks will be an opportunity to start planning for next season.
You know, it's always good to play a local derby and the team's really up and ready for it. A challenge I've set for the team is to finish the year with getting maximum points from our 3 games. But we're trying to do that with, rotating the team and playing some youth and some fringe players. So I guess it's a good way to finish the season and get a chance to see what the depth of the squad is.
That was Bell Park coach Michael Spasevski speaking ahead of tomorrow night's blockbuster State 4 derby against Golden Plains. And now for the weather forecast for the start of the weekend, Saturday the 24th of August. Mostly sunny morning with a high chance of showers, most likely in the afternoon and evening. Possible small hail on the Surf Coast at night. An overnight low of 8 degrees will be followed by a very warmish 18 degrees before the likelihood of a change in the late afternoon. And that was the news for tonight's edition of the Geelong Region Soccer News Nightly Bulletin, which was proudly sponsored by Australian Croatian Community Services. We are urgently seeking sponsors and or advertisers to keep the Geelong Region Soccer News Nightly Bulletin going. Thank you to Hello World Travel Geelong West, Mist Heating and Cooling, Star Recruitment WSM, Australian Croatian Community Services and Nardi Produce, who have sponsored the first 6 weeks. But we need sponsors to keep the daily news show running after this week. In the event we get no sponsor, there will be no Nightly Bulletin as of next week. It costs just $300 for the entire week, and we are urging clubs or even families and individuals to sponsor a week. For more information or to book a weekly slot, email us at communitysportsmedia@gmail.com. Call us on 0402 012 716 or private message us at our Facebook page, Geelong Region Soccer News. Good night and have a great weekend.